The goal is not to never doubt yourself again. Welcome to day 30 of the 30-day self-trust challenge with me, Kathy Richards, registered dietitian. I want you to know that you can trust yourself moving forward. Okay. The goal of this self-trust challenge is to know how to return to self-trust, right? It's not something that you achieve once and then it's done. Remember what we talked about yesterday. It's a practice, right? And practices are ongoing. And now you've had 30 days of practicing self-trust and how you can trust yourself. You've listened, you've paused, you've noticed. That changes our relationship with ourselves. Truth isn't about perfection, it's about staying connected. And I'm sure, I know for a fact that you can continue doing that. So continue to listen, pause, notice, and remember to look at things from that lens of curiosity um, about why something happened or why did I respond that way versus being furious, right? We want to practice being curious. So, for example, in the future, you're going to face uncertainty, but instead of abandoning yourself, you'll know to come back to the practice of pause, listen, and return. Okay, that's self-trust. Remember, self-trust is knowing that no matter what happens, so no matter what happens if I show up 30 days on YouTube and share these self-trust practices, no matter what happens from that, I can deal with what the outcome is. I can deal with more clients, or I can deal with negative comments, or I can deal with my family members not supporting my goal or not understanding it. That's self-trust, where we can continually return back to ourselves, right? So remember, acknowledge yourself. This is the daily invitation. I want you to acknowledge yourself, not for doing this perfectly, but for staying, for doing the 30 days of self-trust. That in and of itself is a practice. And if today felt hard, if it still feels fragile to trust yourself, that's okay. Trust is something that you can carry forward gently, right? You don't need to rush. There's no end point. Like we're going to get to self-trust. It's a practice. And you can trust yourself to continue and keep going forward. Okay, so the main thing from today is from the entire challenge is I want you to acknowledge yourself for showing up. Okay. And like I shared at some points during the challenge, this 30-day self-trust challenge for me was also a challenge to show up for 30 days, get 30 videos out there, get more visible. And does that always feel safe? No. At some points previously, I used to think, well, yeah, I can just do that. But I'm working on self-trust and recognizing that my body didn't have that safety. It didn't feel safe to be fully visible. So working through this 30-day self-trust challenge has helped me bring that self-trust back to myself as well. Okay, if you have other challenge topics that you want me to bring, comment below, or if you have any feedback, I would love to hear it. And again, just acknowledge that you stayed and that you showed up, and that is enough. You can trust yourself that you're going to continue to return to the practice of self-trust.